sunburn and not feeling great about your experience here. So your safety and comfort is so important to us. We ask that you please stay hydrated as well. We don't want you falling out. The asphalt here does not feel good when you land on sunburn and not feeling great about your experience here. So your safety and comfort is so important to us. We ask that you please stay hydrated as well. We don't want you falling out. The asphalt here does not feel good when you land on it, and so we want to make sure you grab some water, some drinks, whatever it is that you're willing to do. Hold on just a second as the plane that's going to transport our jumpers comes by. Are the shooters. I was able to rehearse with them yesterday. You're going to love their tribute. Reminders for you. There is no smoking anywhere on the airport grounds. Absolutely none at any time. Many of the aircraft that are on display behind you are still fully fueled. And to mitigate any risks to our fellow spectators, you, or the aircraft, we do ask for no smoking on the flight line at any time. Another thing that matters is your trash. If you look around, we've got trash cans all over thanks to the city of Monroe. And we want you to be mindful of any trash that you accumulate today. It creates something called FOD, or foreign object debris. And this can cause serious hazards to our aircraft. Of course, Charlotte Monroe Executive Airport is a fully operational airport and will return to one at the conclusion of the Airshow. So we certainly appreciate your efforts to make sure your trash that you have gets placed into the proper receptacles. And like I said, we've got trash cans all over. Please be mindful, because that debris can easily blow out onto the runway, get into an engine or a propeller, and damage these planes, many of which are worth well over $1 million. So please be mindful. As you're walking around and looking at all the static aircraft, or even the ones down on the ramp that'll be flying today, remember, it's okay to look, but we ask that you don't touch. When they're in the air, but on the ground and not moving, they are fragile, and so even some of the lightest touches can damage certain surfaces. So please, unless somebody specifically tells you you can feel the airplane, please be mindful and try not to touch them. Another thing is, we're going to start the air show at 12:30. So Air Force Junior ROTC cadets and the UNC Charlotte Air Force with a flag banner retrieval. Plus, we've got one ROTC cadet joining them today.
Plane was sent to Indonesia for 10 years. Little missionary plane was sent to Indonesia for 10 years, where it made 7,500 landings in treacherous terrain, flew the equivalent of 23 times around the globe, carried over 10,000 passengers, and delivered 2.5 million pounds of cargo. It probably did the same when it was in Ecuador. Like everything that flies, magnifying one area comes with a trade-off of something else. Though it's not very fast, that Helio is able to fly at a max speed of 140. When the option is a week-long hike through mountainous jungle or a 15-minute flight, I choose to fly any day.
Absolutely. Flying sounds much better. Let's look at the Helio as it comes by for its slow pass. Notice the control surfaces on the wings. When either aileron moves up, the interceptors also deploy on top of the wing, giving remarkable roll control at minimal speeds. The aileron's leading edge also dips below the bottom surface of the wing to counteract the yaw. To To give the plane that incredible controlled flight at less than 30 knots, 4 leading-edge slats automatically deploy, 2 on each wing, to the massive curved airfoil in combination with to share with you all this very special aircraft named Tonya. It has been flown by Bruce Powell, a missionary pilot for over 38 years. This particular Helio Courier, the most beautiful Helio Courier flying in the world today, is one of 47 different Helios that have been serving with JARS since 1956, to include serial number 1, known as Old Number 1. Training base just 20 minutes away in Waxhaw, North Carolina, where we train and equip pilots and mechanics before they deploy in remote locations around the world.
The Helio is amazing. Its tall vertical tail fin and wide stabilator combined with huge wing surfaces.
IA-sponsored operations included being used in the Belgian Congo and in the French colonial war in Algeria. And we actually have a friend of ours, John and Rich know him as well, Paul and Lisa Walter, whose airplane is stationed up at Waukegan, Illinois. Their aircraft was used in the Belgian Congo, and to this day it still has a bullet hole. So when we take it, when we're with the team and they have that aircraft there, everyone's always coming up and asking them where the bullet hole is, because on the announcer stand I like to talk about it because it makes for unique information. Again, we have our Trojan boys showing
Today, let's give it up for the Helio Tonya, flown by JARS pilot Bruce Powell. Let's give them a big hand.
Thank you so much, Rachel and Jonathan, for telling us about this plane. And I'm sure a lot of people don't realize that this magnificent plane and mission is right here. Broken just by the tips, not the full propeller, just the tips. Aerobatic training in a Citabria and decathlon aircraft. If you'd like to earn your pilot's license in a trail dragger or on a small draft. Don't worry, we're not ready to do the national anthem quite yet. We're just testing out a few things. As I mentioned, we'll be starting at 12:30. Hey, listen, I know many of you out there are social media fans. You spend a lot of time on social media. We would love it if you would share your pictures with us with the hashtag Warbirds Over Monroe 25, or on our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, whatever your favorite social media account is. If you get down to the American Dream Sky Ranch, and it is beautiful. He's got a lake, he's got camping, he's got a beautiful runway, and he's even got some dogs that love to swim. So if you're in the water, they're probably going to be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rachel Stoner, initial training coordinator and pilot mechanic at Jungle Aviation and Relay Service. If you looked away for a minute. And this is some of the best part of the air show for me. I love the ground effects. Here comes Tom, back around. It's a lovely day. Don't forget, this is a very loud airplane, so while he can't hear you cheer, he can certainly see you. So make sure you are showing him with your actions how much you appreciated this performance. Raise those hands in the air.
You may be king, you may possess.
And I'm going to tell you a lot about this one-of-a-kind airplane as soon as Tom finishes his routine. have the one and only aircraft called the Pilot Maker. Our demo pilot, Tom Richards, is going to open up today's show with a maneuver called the Traveler. You're going to see it's surprisingly agile as he makes this. Let's watch. So whatever you got to do, you got another day. There's the roll on top, known as the snap roll. And as you can see, even this heavy airplane is pretty quick.
But gold won't bring you happiness when you're growing. The world still is the same.
And this is an amazing and unique airplane called the ME-262. And I know many of you drove here to see this Messerschmitt because this is a one-of-a-kind jet. As you can see, that is not a propeller airplane. 162. If you are looking off to your left, Mike's going to come back by with a low pass. And be prepared for Tora Tora. Those cameras ready. If you gave your mom at least one. Oh, we got a banana pass coming. Here he comes. You can hear the jet cars spooling up, getting ready to do this race. On your marks, get ready. Race is off. Oh, let's go. Jump on again. Pass to your right. Get your camera up. Their low banana pass. Saying, listen, buddy, warm it up. We're ready to race. The nickname for this plane is Schwalbe, which is German for swallow. In fighter versions, it's known as the Stormbird, and in fighter bomber versions, it's a fighter aircraft and a fighter bomber. And now that 262 is definitely coming down to land, and once he's landed, the Navion is going to take to the skies. For you new photographers and old, this is a great chance to get slow rolling photos of this historic and unique jet that was brought to us. Entering so right, we have the one and only aircraft called the Pilot Maker. Our demo pilot, Tom Richards, is going to open up today's show with a maneuver called the Traveler. You're going to see it's surprisingly agile as he makes this. Let's watch. So whatever you got to do, you got another day. There's the roll on top, known as the snap roll. And as you can see, even this heavy airplane is pretty quick.
T-51, please put your lips. I'm going to ride in that very airplane. It is a ride of a lifetime. I cannot tell you how fun that aircraft is to ride in. It is a lot of fun with that beautiful Merlin engine up front. Remember we did 3 rolls. And
It's a great love story.
isn't that great? And I asked him, I said, Dad, how did you stay married that long? You know what he told me? He said, Jesus. Jesus did it. Because it wasn't me and it wasn't your mom.
All righty. Look down to your left. We've got a beautiful P-51 Mustang on the takeoff roll. Of course, it's our own studio and Quicksilver. The P-51 Mustang. Oh, they're facing off again. Here they go, another face-off.
in South Carolina, originally from West Virginia. Scooter made the move to South Carolina a few years ago. He loves what the state of South Carolina brings, so he's sort of a Carolina boy. I mean, a South Carolina boy.
And I know I'm not supposed to have a favorite, but I love the P-51 Mustang. However, my girlfriend operates 4 of them in South Asia to serve remote people in groups in rugged mountains. This particular aircraft, the N365BT, that's its N number, is used as a training aircraft at JAR's training base in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Reminds me, everybody needs to take a drink. Oh, look at this. You ready? You need to let Scooter know how much you enjoyed that race. Because you're going to see T6s take off in formation. Both the Smokin' Texans as well as the Trojan boys. They're all going to get up in the air to get ready for their different routines. Also, here's Mike coming right past us. Give him a wave. Let him know that you enjoyed that performance in the 1947 Aviation. Here comes the formation takeoff. Oh, smoke on! It might not be as fast as the jet car or the 262, but it's going to be just as fun because this historic airplane, Aviation,
and I seem to find that happiness I see.
to where he will sit static for the rest of the air show. That'll be your chance to check out the airplane up close and even get to talk to Mike. As you're looking down the runway, not at the very end, but midfield, that T6 from Warbird Adventures is getting in place to get ready to go up and give their passenger a ride. You can go down and see those guys down past the helicopters. If you've got a dad, a brother, a mother, a sister who's always wanted to ride in an airplane and you're looking for a gift that doesn't take up any space, training, let me get that straight, and here come 2 more in formation. It all, and I'll tell you a little bit about that after they fly past us again. Get your cameras ready. For us one more time. Air shows. That's why we have a gentleman named George Klein over here who is our air boss. He tells them what they can and cannot do. And inbound, we have the Smokin' Texans. If you don't have your camera ready, you are going to miss an incredible sight. So get ready. Here. Now as you listen up there, those 4 T6 Texans, remember how loud it was when Tom Richard was flying by in a single ship. Imagine we're going to have 4 coming by. They are incredibly loud together. They're going to be doing the Smokin' Texans coming in from the left. Called an in-trail, so they're one right after the other. They're stacked, with the lead being at the highest point, and then number 2 stacks down, number 3, and number 4. So this is in-trail. It's something else they also learn in military training. Get your cameras ready, because on the left, Smoking Texans getting ready to do their Thunderbird break. There's one.
So on until they're all on the ground.
I didn't realize that. That's something interesting I'd not heard before. You might know a little bit of something about these kind of planes.
I do. Being married to a fighter pilot does help you gain a little bit of knowledge about what they're learning.
It sure does.
Just a reminder, these are very loud. So as they come by and get into their spaces for the rest of the day, make sure you're waving as they come down that taxiway. Let them know how much you've enjoyed what they've done and say thank you for offering us that beautiful missing man in salute to Pappy, both a Warbird pilot and an Airshow pilot who we will...
This airplane, and I'll just give you a hint about what we're going to talk about. This plane is not World War II, it's World War I.
Oh, sweet.
Surprise, surprise, we're getting another pass, it looks like.
Backup radio check it down. Backup radio check it all.
So this is where Sam gets back into the cockpit, in the front cockpit, so that Mike can bring it into land.
Pass across, wave at Sam, she can see ya. I don't know if you're curious, but if you want.
Oh my gosh, look at her.
Now coming back, camera's ready. This is the aileron roll pass. And Sam is still on the top of that airplane. This aircraft is a heavily modified Grumman AgCap. It was designed initially as a crop duster, but as you can see, it's been completely transformed for airshow excellence with a 450 horsepower Pratt & Whitney R985. She now works in the commercial space industry where she makes maneuver recommendations for space science missions as a satellite collision avoidance engineer. Sam's waving at us. Can you guys wave at her? She can see you. Sam also served for over 12 days after work and extra on the weekends to earn her pilot's license in just under a month. Here they come in the racetrack formation because they've turned around, and we can see that the two have communicated once again. The little wing over there. Perfect for your photos. And now, whether it's space or air traffic control, her entire professional career has revolved around risk mitigation, and wing walking is no different. It's a thrilling challenge that requires the duo to identify every failure mode and engineer their flight around.
In about 10 years, they're going to be two of the most famous people on our airshow circuit because they have the talent, the knowledge, and the desire to remain in the airshow industry for years to come, having been trained by some of the greats. Mike as an aerobatic competition pilot in the Extra, and Sam trained by the one and only Carol Pilon from Canada.
As you were watching when they landed, that plane is not... because I'm not going to lie to you. I just want to hear this plane. That whistle comes from the gun rails, and that plane is powered by a roll right behind where the announcer stand is. And if you've got kids interested in aviation who need a little bit of motivation, this is a great program to get them to go check out.
And Teresa, I believe that the red tail had to stay where it was because of weather, and Doug went and picked up another aircraft, which he did not let me know when he called us earlier today to find out what the airboss frequency was.
I think this is the colorblind red tail.
Yes, the colorblind red tail.
Because when it landed, I was like, I don't see any red at all.
Now that Rosie is off the runway, we have the B-25. Take it off. Let's listen as World War II history takes flight.
In addition, we want to thank all of the EMS personnel, whether it's fire, police, or EMS. We want to thank you because these guys keep us all safe, whether it's here at the
Hotel all the way out here, but what they're trying to do is the two pursuit airplanes. That's what P stood for. It wasn't a fighter, it was called a pursuit aircraft. The P-40 and the P-51, they have to be able to see each other. So one's looking to the left and the other one's looking to the right, trying to find each other. And they're also looking ahead of them with the B-20.
rates was for $500.
We call it a wall of fire for a reason.
A wall of fire.
Oh, I can see him back.
This was the music of the time period, and you're looking at the planes of the same time. So trip backwards. What a beautiful formation. You have sometimes we'll post the videos that he takes while he's flying. And on the ground now is Wild Cargo, that beautiful military aviation museum B-25. Without these great guys, we would not have the same level of safety that we have here. I'm looking around. It looks like there is some trash laying on the ground. Please be helpful. Pick up that FOD where you can. Now, if we're talking about popcorn, you don't have to pick that up. They're going to bring the street cleaners through later today. One more chance to catch these planes as they come.
She deserves a huge round of applause for how well she's done today. And she is going to keep doing this tomorrow. And I'm just here as her backup gal and friend. And I'm so very proud of her. So give her another round of applause, folks. It's not easy to get up here and talk on a mic to a bunch of strangers. And she did it. And I want to thank her. Thank you.
Got the B-25 Wild Cargo from the Military Aviation Museum in Virginia Beach. She's built her home at the MQ-62. And accompanying her down the runway once again is Scooter Yoke in the P-51 Mustang Quicksilver. Next up across the front line is Tom Richards in that P-40 Warhawk. He's a workhorse. Reminds me, everybody needs to take a drink. Oh, look at this. You ready? You need to let Scooter know